Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to cut through all the noise, really get straight to the insights that matter. AI, it's evolving so fast, it's almost impossible to keep up. Right, just sorting through the updates is, well, it's a job in itself. So, our mission today is simple. Give you a shortcut. We're diving into what we're calling the top 7 AI tools of 2025. We've sifted through a whole stack of sources to pull out the key stuff, so you're not just informed, you actually understand what's shaping our digital world right now.
Exactly. And these aren't just, any tools. We're looking at the real game changers here. These are the platforms, the models that are really dominating the landscape. They're actively redefining how we work, how we create. It's a glimpse into what's truly cutting edge today and honestly what's setting the pace for tomorrow.
Okay, let's jump right in then. First up, the one that's still, impossible to ignore, ChatGPT. Its position seems, well, unparalleled still. What does that dominance actually mean in practice?
Well, the numbers are pretty staggering. ChatGPT is still huge. We're talking around 700 million weekly users. That accounts for something like 60% of all AI web traffic. That's a massive footprint.
600 million weekly. Wow. 60% of traffic.
Yeah. And it's not just the numbers, it's what that means. It's become this sort of universal interface, hasn't it? It makes complex AI accessible, turns pretty much anyone into a content creator or a problem solver. It's more than just a tool. It's kind of a new way of interacting with information.
So beyond just the sheer user numbers, what keeps it so dominant, especially with all these new players emerging? What are its core strengths?
I think it really comes down to its flexibility. It's gone way beyond just text. It handles images, voice seamlessly. And the responses are getting incredibly personalized. That multimodal ability, plus how easy it is to use, it makes it like a Swiss Army knife for so many different tasks.
Right, a central hub. Okay, but speaking of those new contenders, let's talk about Anthropic's Claude 4. They've made some big moves recently, positioning themselves as a real challenger, especially for maybe more complex stuff.
That's exactly it. They just rolled out Claude Opus 4 and Claude Sonnet 4. And the interesting thing is they're described as hybrid reasoning models.
Hybrid reasoning. What does that mean in practice?
Think of it like an AI that can blend different kinds of thinking. It can do logical deduction, say, for really tricky coding problems, but it can also handle more intuitive, creative reasoning for nuanced challenges. It fuses these abilities. This lets it tackle tasks that used to need separate, specialized AI systems,
Okay, so that blend makes it particularly strong for digging into complex coding, or maybe programmatic tasks that need that sophisticated blended approach.
Exactly. If that's your focus, Claude 4 really shines there.
Which naturally brings us to another tech giant making serious waves in this space. Google Gemini. They've got their own powerful offering. How are they leveraging their massive ecosystem to push Gemini forward? What's its unique angle?
Well, Gemini's growth has been really impressive, too. It hit something like 450 million monthly users by July 2025. A huge advantage for them, obviously, is the deep integration. It plugs right into the whole Google ecosystem.
So not just the different inputs like text, images, voice.
Right, it handles all that robustly. But it's also about leveraging Google's data, its services, maps, search, workspace. That gives it a real strategic edge for information retrieval and understanding context.
And that brings up a key point, information. A big strength claim for Gemini is its focus on factual accuracy. That seems pretty important right now.
Oh, absolutely critical. In a world flooded with information, some less reliable than other bits, having a model focused on factual accuracy is a major plus. Other models might be faster or maybe more creative in a freewheeling way, but Gemini's emphasis on getting the facts right makes it really dependable for research or anything where precision matters.
Okay, so we've got these powerful tools for content, for problem solving, for information. But where are things getting really cutting edge? I'm fascinated by this idea of AI autonomy. And Manus AI from Broad Research seems to be pushing that boundary.
It really does. Manus AI is doing something pretty groundbreaking. It can run over 100 autonomous AI agents simultaneously.
Okay, hold on. An AI agent, that's not just a chatbot, right? Explain that a bit more.
Right, good clarification. An agent isn't just responding to prompts. It's more like a self-directed program. It can plan tasks, execute them, monitor progress, even interact with other systems or agents to reach a goal, all on its own. So running over 100 of these things in parallel, That's a huge leap.
100 agents working together.
Yeah.
Or maybe independently on different tasks. That's almost hard to picture.
It powers different tasks in parallel, exactly. We're talking about launching really the next frontier in AI autonomy.
It makes you wonder if we're heading towards AI not just helping us, but maybe managing entire complex projects autonomously. What kind of possibilities does that unlock?
Well, that's the core idea, isn't it? Moving from AI assisting humans to AI actually orchestrating complex operations. Think about autonomous project management, real-time adaptive systems in manufacturing, or even simulating really complex scenarios like economic models or drug interactions with different AIs playing different roles. The potential impact in logistics, science, smart cities, it's pretty immense.
Okay, shifting gears a bit, but still on innovation. AI is making big strides in creative fields too. Let's talk about music. ElevenLabs released Eleven Music. What's special there?
Yeah, Eleven Music came out in 2025. What's really interesting is that they built it in partnership with people from the music industry.
Ah, so not just tech folks building a tool, but actual musicians and producers involved.
Exactly. That collaboration means it's not just technically capable, it actually understands and meets the needs, the quality standards of creative professionals.
And what can it actually do as an AI music generator?
It's pretty impressive. You get fine-tuned control over genre, style.
Yeah.
You can give it lyric prompts. And the output quality is apparently studio level. It's less about just generating random background music and more about empowering people to actually craft unique pieces.
Right, giving creators more powerful tools. Okay, what about options for users, maybe developers, who need high performance but are maybe more budget conscious or want open source?
That's where Mistral comes in. They've got a couple of interesting models gaining traction.
Like Mistral Medium 3 and Devstral. What's the story there?
So Mistral Medium 3 gets highlighted because its performance is apparently really strong. It's matching or sometimes even beating models that cost a lot more to run. So you get serious power without the hefty price tag.
That's always appealing. And Devstral.
Devstral is interesting because, one, it's open source, which is a big deal for many developers, and two, it performs exceptionally well on coding benchmarks. So that combination, open source, strong coding ability, makes it really attractive if you're building software.
Okay, so we have all these amazing specialized tools, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Manus, ElevenMusic, Mistral. But that leads to another challenge, right?
Yeah.
How do you actually manage all these different AIs? It feels like things could get fragmented fast.
That's a real issue, and it's exactly the problem Lumio AI is trying to solve. They're an India-based company launched in 2025.
Lumio AI.
Mm-hmm.
What's their solution to this fragmentation?
They offer what they call a multi-model AI workspace. Basically, it's a single platform. From there, users can compare different models, switch between them easily, optimize how they use them, personalize settings. And it supports a whole range of leading models, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, but also others like Grok, Qwen, DeepSeek, all in one place.
A unified dashboard for different AIs.
Yeah.
That sounds incredibly useful, actually, like a control center.
Yeah, it aims to give users back control and efficiency, letting them pick the best tool for each specific job without juggling a dozen different interfaces.
But quick thought, does putting everything in one place like that create its own risks? Like a single point of failure or maybe a subtle kind of lock-in, even if it's to the platform itself?
That's definitely a valid concern, and it's something these platform providers have to address. There's always a trade-off. The good ones focus heavily on security, data privacy, redundancy to mitigate those risks. But the main draw is that convenience, right? And the power to easily mix and match the strengths of different AIs. You still choose which model to use for what task, maybe optimizing for cost one time, performance another.
Okay, that makes sense. So wrapping this up, we've covered a really diverse set of tools here. It's quite a landscape, from ChatGPT's broad content abilities and Claude's deep problem solving, to Gemini's factual focus, Manus AI's autonomous agents really pushing the boundaries. ElevenMusic for creators, Mistral for efficient performance, especially for devs, and Lumio AI trying to bring it all together. It really shows how AI is specializing but also integrating.
Absolutely. These tools are, no exaggeration, they are redefining our digital world, our professional lives. And the speed of it all is just incredible. The pace of innovation is something else. It's clear the future isn't just one single AI, but this rich ecosystem, this tapestry of different solutions.
So for you listening, whether you're focused on creating content or you're tackling really complex code, maybe generating music, or perhaps you're thinking about building autonomous systems or even just trying to streamline how you use all these different tools, there's definitely something in this deep dive, one of these top 7 tools that you can explore and probably benefit from right now.
And maybe a final thought to leave you with. As these tools keep evolving so rapidly, especially these multi-agent systems like Manus AI and the multi-model platforms like Lumio, what new capabilities might emerge that we haven't even really foreseen yet? Think about it. How might these increasingly smart, interconnected systems fundamentally change not just what we can do, but maybe the very way we think and interact with technology in the world in the very near future?